What happens if your appraisal comes in low? So you found the perfect house for your family, you got through inspections, the inspector didn't find any major issues, and now you're faced the obstacle of receiving a low appraisal. What do? What are your options? Hi, I'm Jessica, a local realtor in East Tennessee, and I like to share real estate knowledge to help people make more informed decisions about purchasing real estate. Now, if you're getting a loan, the lender will order an appraisal to determine the value of the property. Since they are loaning you hundreds of thousands of dollars, they would like to protect their investment and make sure it's worth the price. Now, if you're paying cash, you can elect to get an appraisal on your own, but it would not be a requirement to purchase the property. Okay, so you're under contract for a property for $350,000, and the appraisal comes back at $340,000. What are your options? What can you do? Option one, you as the buyer bring the difference amount between the contract price and the appraised value with you to the closing table, along with all other closing costs that you will be responsible for. You will need to speak to your lender to confirm your closing costs because everyone's situation is different. So it's better to go directly to them. Now, if option two, the seller will reduce the purchase price to reflect the new appraised value. As a realtor, I will do an amendment signed by both parties acknowledging the change in purchase price and get it to the title company and the lender to make it all so they can make all the necessary changes to their file. Now we have option three, the buyer and the seller meet in the middle. So that would be in the same scenario, the seller would reduce the purchase price, $345,000, and the buyer would bring an additional $5,000 to the closing table. Just like option two, I would send documents to all parties involved to acknowledge the change. Now we have option four. Now, this is not the most common, but it can work in certain situations. Talk to the appraiser and make sure nothing was left out when they went to determine the value. Now, as a listing agent, I always have my sellers list any improvements they make to the property. New flooring, new water heater, landscaping, any remodeling they've done, if they've upgraded the appliances, and if they have the receipts for the work they've done, that's even better. Now, remember, it's never dollar for dollar with improvements. You can't spend $10,000 on a bathroom remodel and expect you can list your property $10,000 over. It really doesn't work that way. However, it can help the appraiser when she or he is doing their report to determine the value. I send an email with any improvements before the appraiser comes out to the property so they are well informed. Now, for VA loans, you can do Tidewater, which is a reconsideration of value, where the appraiser can ask for additional comparable sales or market data to support the contract price. They're saying, hey, how did you get that number? Help me understand. Of course, there might be another way to work around your individual situation. These are just the starting points and most common. The thing about real estate is there are no two transactions that are the same ever. Ask any realtor and they will say the same thing. If you're looking to buy or sell in Sevier County, I'd be glad to be your co-pilot and help you navigate the real estate market. I will put my contact information on here and it is in my bio. So just give me a call or text or email, all that works for me. I offer free consultations for buyers and sellers and look forward to speaking with you soon.